Introduce to you our guest, Lith Kevine Tchantchou. Lith is from Cameroon, and she is with African Allure. Lith, you're very welcome to Straight Talk Africa. Actually, let me just come to you and talk about the African fashion and design, African couture, and definitely it's making some headlines internationally now. We see African designers on catwalks everywhere in the United States, in the Europe. What really stands out? What really makes the African clothing really unique?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me here. I'm very honored. What makes African clothing unique? I think it's the celebration of color, the celebration of the culture. As you can see, I'm wearing one of the African prints, Ankara, but through this print, you can see I'm actually from Cameroon and I'm Bamileke. And just like some Egyptian writing, the Bamileke tribe also had some. So we use our fabric to celebrate our heritage. And I think that that's what stands out when it comes to the African fashion. As you can see lately, the African fashion has become blooming. Not just because of our celebration of our culture, but also because now Africans themselves design their clothes and produce their clothes and put it out there. For so long, there was like design like Jean-Paul Gaultier or like even BCBG, they did that. But we didn't know the African face behind the brand. But now we have actually African who go out there and is trying to put the brand to the same level as Gucci or Dolce Gabbana and things like that. So whenever you want to be acknowledged, if you push for it, you'll be acknowledged. And that's what we've been doing.
And especially when it comes to colors, because wow, they are bold colors. You know, they're versatile, most of them handcrafted, it takes a lot of work. But like you say, and I see you have a couple of fabrics here. Maybe you can show me the first one and tell me what kind of fabric is that?
Yes, this is the most used fabric in Africa. It is This is the Ankara fabric. It is the most used because like all countries in Africa use it, even though after that we have like different pieces that is easily directed to like one country specifically or another. Like this piece that I bought is a lot of people from Burkina Faso actually handmade those ones, and it is not particularly from Cameroon, but when you see this and you see the way it's done and you see the color, you can easily identify, you know, with your
A lot of people think that most of the African clothing is more kind of directed towards the women and not so much about the men. Even though David is here and he's all so well dressed with the African attire, but there's a kind of much more emphasis on what women have to wear. Why is that so? Or are we coming up with a kind of a gender balance here?
Well, yes, it is definitely more about what women have to wear, but also like men tend to be less complicated than women when it comes to dressing up and things like that. But lately, men has also very been involved, especially in Nigeria. They really, really embrace the culture of wearing the African fabric. Generally speaking, people, when they go to work, they want to dress professionally, and we're so accustomed to the idea that looking professional goes with the suit, and so therefore, that suit idea tends to take away from men, where women could play a little bit more with the style and whatever they can wear. But lately, you see men wearing African suit done with Ankara. You know, they would, you know, play with the shirt and things like that, and you will also see this artist, for example, Jidena. He's very famous in the American, but he also like always wear Ankara tie or an Ankara pocket. So even though they don't expose it as much as women, they're always trying to play with the fabric nowadays, and it will get better and better, I think, with time.